Imam Shamil, the Eagle of the Caucasus. In Nizhny Novgorod 7, in the mountain village of Gyumri in Dagestan, a child was born, not an ordinary one. From an early age, stood out with his sharp mind, deep thought, and exceptional memory. His father guided him toward religious education, and soon Shamil became well-versed in the Quran, Hadith, Islamic jurisprudence, and Arabic language. His character, bravery, and leadership abilities quickly caught the attention of the people around him. His closest friend was Qazi Mullah. Together they spread Islamic knowledge, opposed tyranny, and ignited the flame of resistance against Russian invasion in the Caucasus. In 1832, Qazi Mullah was martyred. Shamil was severely wounded in the same battle, but miraculously survived. That day a leader was born within him. No longer a mere villager, but the future Imam of the Caucasus. Imam of the Caucasus. In 1834, Shamil was declared the third Imam of the Caucasus. He was not just a religious figure. He became the mind, sword, and shield of his people. Under his command, resistance against the Russian Empire took shape and strength. He established a governance system based on Sharia law and organized guerrilla warfare tactics in the highlands. The mountains, valleys, and forests all became part of his weaponry. His army was not formally trained, but their faith and patriotism made them powerful. Russian generals feared his name. With every battle, Shamil proved himself a master of strategy. Smart ambushes, lightning attacks, and strong defenses became his signature. Justice and administration. Shamil was not only a warrior, he was a true statesman. He implemented strict justice based on Islamic law. Corruption, oppression, and injustice were met with strict punishment. Through a system of scholars, judges, and enforcers, he maintained law and order in the Caucasus. No one was above the law, not even his own commanders. Family and the pain of Jamaluddin, Shamil's family, bore heavy burdens during his fight. The greatest pain came when he had to hand over his son, Jamaluddin, to the Russians as a hostage. It was a strategic decision, but an emotional catastrophe. Jamaluddin was raised in St. Petersburg, baptized and educated in Russian culture. Years later, father and son met again. Jamaluddin did not recognize his father. Shamil looked into his eyes and said with sorrow, "I gave you life, but they gave you their soul." It was one of the most heartbreaking moments in Caucasian history. Gunib and surrender. By 1859, the Russian Empire had surrounded Shamil's last stronghold, Gunib. Resources were low, soldiers were exhausted, and villages had fallen. Knowing there was no more strategic escape, Shamil made the most painful decision of his life: surrender. But he didn't bow. He walked out proudly before General